1986. The boxing world held its breath. Mike Tyson was only 19.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Tearing his way to the top and destroying everyone in his path. But across the ring stood a towering giant. Tyson fought for the title against Trevor Berbick. That was the night Iron Mike wrote his name into history.
His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back in the Mike is up. It's all over. We've got a brand new heavyweight champion.
At just 20 years old, he demolished Berbick in 2 rounds and became the youngest heavyweight world champion ever. From that moment, his era began. Every name, every opponent, just another victim of the knockout machine. The next serious challenge was James Bone Crusher Smith.
19 wins, 5 defeats, with 14 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, James Bone Crusher Smith.
The WBA champion, huge, powerful, with a nickname that spoke for itself. Many believed his physical strength could stop Tyson. But in March 1987, they met in the ring, and from the very first seconds, it was clear no strength could help when Iron Mike was in front of you.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Tyson pressed forward, applied constant pressure, exploding with combinations. Smith spent more and more time clinching just to survive. He lasted all 12 rounds, but the outcome was never in doubt. Tyson took the belt, unified the titles, and confirmed his status as the new king of the heavyweight division.
And he really comes out firing early, doesn't he, Tyson? He doesn't want to stand and look at anybody. He doesn't want to stand and look at anybody. Oh, what a punch up right away. They're not holding back anything, I promise you. Bone Crusher Smith doesn't seem too disturbed at this point. Oh, and again there. Going to hang on for dear life. He's going to stick to him like a barnacle. Well, if Bone Crusher's hoping that Tyson will punch himself out, it might be a mistaken tactic. Because even in the fights that went 10 rounds and only 2 of those from 28, and the stare from Tyson, and Bone Crusher saying, what's this all about? And that's really unnecessary for Smith. Well, I don't think it's going to go to points anyway. In fact, I'm sure it isn't. Now, let's have a look at some replay there now. It's all Tyson crowded in, and it's Bone Crusher hanging on for the most part. Well, there's not too much Marquis of Queensberry rules about this. I think they part the rules at the gates in here. Oh, now that right hand got through now. They're shouting out, don't wait in Tyson's corner, let punches go. There's one thing for Smith trying to make Tyson look ordinary, but he's not doing anything to win the fight by walking away like that. We haven't come to see Tyson got mad at an opponent who refused to fight him and walked out the ring and got disqualified for it. And they're still at it on. I had never seen, certainly a championship fight. Round 7. possibly the best punch. It's taken him 7 rounds to get through, and he's trying to laugh at it now. The blood showing again now around Smith's face. Well, that was, whoop, almost hit him on the floor there, and he fell up. Let's have a look at some replay now of that one. Got inside, and you see that slip. Oh, great expectations with that one, but really it was only half a punch. It looked better than it was. Final round then of this heavyweight championship, and Tyson rather reluctantly, seemed to me, wanted to touch gloves, the old formality. Fella on the way in before he's about to perform. Judge and 2 from Nevada. From Nevada. All the head shaking and the smiling from Smith, as if to say, well, you. And that was a hard right hand from Smith, and he recognised it, and I think Tyson did. And this will keep going after the bell for Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Boxing fans, here is Irish Michael Jameson.
He was taller, heavier, more experienced, and unlike other victims, Jameson promised he wouldn't fall. He said, "Tyson is still just a kid. He's not ready for a real fight." The crowd expected an upset. Many believed Jameson would be the first to stop the young beast. The danger of Jameson, and he had reasons to speak so confidently. Jameson had excellent size, solid technique, and a reputation as a durable fighter. He could take a punch and knew how to slow the pace of a fight. Against Tyson, he planned to survive the early storm and then use his height and experience to his advantage. But against Iron Mike, such plans never worked.
2 steps forward, let's go with a couple of lefts, now a right, a left, he's got him down!
16 straight knockouts from Catskill, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mike Tyson.
Now on the verge of becoming a world-class man. Don't blink. This is
From the opening seconds, Tyson charged forward. His speed, pressure, and vicious hooks immediately shattered Jameson's strategy. The giant tried to respond, but every time he was met with explosive combinations.
in Troy, New York, breaking up the fighters. Boxing world here in the first month of 1986. They're hungry for a new heavyweight.
Heavyweight through a combination of 5 and 6 punches, but Mike Tyson does it.
Here he is again, 19 3/4 inches. Tyson, the strong left to Jameson. This is the first round. He's trying to finish off a pro for only 11 months.
Yeah, Ken, he has a long road ahead of him. He is a young, strong kid, and the experts are wondering now what happens when this young kid that can punch so hard hits someone and they're still standing there and comes back and hits them back.
For someone who is as aggressive as Mike Tyson.
Taking one backward step in this fight. He has been continually pushing forward, pushing.
He's after him, and that's the end of round number 2. Mike Tyson takes a quick left from Jameson.
And he has set the pace right from the word go.
Mike Tyson is a finisher. He's established that early in his career.
Jameson is doing what I think he has to do, and that's keep on the move.
At age 19, trying to extend his record to 17-0.
Immediately come back with a good left hook to the body. That's a very good sign that this young fighter, this is what experience will tell. Everybody's yet to find this out. It's tremendous power.
Round after round, Tyson ripped through his defense, pinned him to the ropes, and hunted him with every punch.
Tyson very, very dedicated for Olympics in Los Angeles.
Jameson has starting to feel the effects of those big punches, such as that good right hand that snuck in there. And he's starting to knows how to get him out of there, and he's going about it the right way.
Here he comes, Tyson, who wants to be a finisher.
For those wicked punches he throws. He's connecting very well, though, with some good body shots, hard body shots. Jameson's
1984 Olympic gold medalist.
Maneuvering him into positions where he wants him to be, so as he can. Jameson grabbed him, held on to him, cleared his head a little bit. A little bit of experience is starting to show here. Jameson, he knows what to do when he gets hurt. I caught just when Jameson went into that clinch there. He's 6'4", yet he dropped his head really low to get that left jab out and keep this little guy off you.
Here comes Tyson. Jameson back.
People have compared his punching power to guys like George Foreman and Joe Frazier, saying he punches the same, but he's so much faster. Seriously, it's going to go in the eye and it's going to affect his vision. I think it was opened with some of those nice uppercuts that Tyson's been throwing when he gets close to him.
At the end of this fourth, the boxing folks here in New Jersey, that would have to disappear, and it has.
Good right hand landed there.
Quite a bit of clutching and grabbing in the first 3 rounds, and if you were in that position, that would be a pretty good philosophy. You see the low blow, and Tyson gets a warning, and Jameson let everyone know that he'd been hit below the belt.
Yeah, a little bit.
Tyson gets a warning, and Jameson let everyone know.
And in the 5th round, it was over. Jameson was completely exhausted, and Iron Mike unleashed another furious assault, forcing the referee to stop the beating.
Now a right, a left, he's got him down. Mike Tyson sends Mike Jameson to the mat here in round number 4, and very quickly Jameson gets up, shakes his head, and Jameson wants to continue.
Watch the quick flurries that Tyson throws, Ken.
Quite a contrast in conditioning here. Tyson superbly conditioned.
99% of the time it did hurt him.
The left, the right to the
I really don't know what's keeping Jameson on his feet. He's just one tough customer. Disrespect for at this point, what I think he should have been doing from the first. He just took a right hand to the top of the head.
Down to one knee, Jameson.
Technical knockout. Another giant had fallen before the 19-year-old monster on his relentless path to the top.
Jameson wants to referee. Joe Cortez says no.
He asked Mike Jameson 2 or 3 times, are you
out at 46 seconds of the 5th round, and a winner by a TKO, Mike Tyson.
2000. Into the ring against Mike Tyson stepped Lou Savarese, a true giant, nearly 2 meters tall, long reach, powerful and confident. He promised that his size and strength would break Iron Mike. For many, this was the moment to finally see the legend fall. Tyson had already been through prison, defeats, and scandals. But they forgot the most important thing. When Tyson sees prey in front of him, no height, no reach, no strength can stop him.
Ladies and gentlemen in attendance, boxing fans,
He stepped back and did it again, stepped off and around, and ripped that uppercut to where Mathis was ducking right into it. 9, 10. He didn't beat the count.
And that night, Savarese learned what it means to face a real monster.
Returning to the ring after a 1.5-year suspension for his actions in the infamous rematch with Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson set himself the goal of once again ascending to the top of the heavyweight division. Iron Mike's main priority was, of course, the fight against the great Lennox Lewis, who at the time was the undisputed heavyweight champion. Few believed in the success of Mike's next title campaign. Over time, after the second fight against Holyfield, he had significantly regressed. The speed and reaction decreased even more, and in the ring he was more and more basic. From January 1999 to January 2000, Iron Mike had 3 fights. Ex-challenger Francis Botha and tough journeyman Julius Francis were knocked out. while the fight against former cruiserweight world champion Orlin Norris was declared a no contest due to Orlin's injury. The fight against the South African clearly showed Mike's regression as a boxer. He looked rather worse in the ring, and before he knocked Botha out in the 5th with a right hand, he was losing on points. It was obvious that a fight against Lennox Lewis, who was in his prime, only made financial sense. On June 24, 2000, the legendary champion paid a visit to picturesque Scotland. Mike's opponent was Lou Savarese, who had both impressive size but not the biggest boxing talent. Even for that version of Iron Mike, the smiling American big man wasn't a real threat. Having started his career back in April 1989, Savarese was fighting frankly weak opponents for more than 7 years. Only in November 1996, the first more or less significant win appeared in his record. Strong Buster Mathis Jr. was stopped in the 7th round. In April 1997, Lou fought the legendary George Foreman, who was already 48 years old. Big George won by a controversial split decision of the judges, and in the next fight, Savarese was knocked out by the strong Nigerian David Iza. He achieved his most notable success in his career in June 1998, when he fought against the former undisputed world champion and the guy who won against Tyson first, James Douglas. Douglas, who was not in the best shape, was knocked out already in the 1st round, after being on the floor of the ring 3 times.
There is no 3 knockdown rule. Douglas is hurt. Almost ready to go. The referee can stop us. It is. Excuse me. Douglas can't get up. It's
In March 1999, Lou cemented his success by defeating the undefeated Lance Whitaker by split decision. In June 1999, Savarese took on another undefeated American boxer in Michael Grant. He lost in a one-sided beating by a unanimous decision. For a whole year, he did not enter the ring, and after that, he had a fight against the legendary Mike Tyson. Some experts cautiously said that if Savarese survives Tyson's starting onslaught and moves the fight into the 2nd half, then the current Mike may have problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Introducing the one and only Iron Mike Tyson.
But Mike simply did not give his opponent the opportunity to adapt and get involved in the fight, immediately attacking Lou brutally. A powerful left, already in the first seconds of the fight, forced the big man to the floor. Savarese managed to get up, but it was clear that the boxer was stunned. Not wanting to prolong the fight, Iron Mike furiously rushed to finish off the opponent, attacking him with his most powerful blows. Wanting to save the health of the beaten Lou, the referee tried to get between the boxers, but Mike simply took him down and continued to mercilessly beat Savarese. Only after the 2nd intervention of the referee, Tyson obeyed his command. There was a slight hitch in the ring. The behavior of Iron Mike went beyond all the rules, and if the referee had decided to disqualify Mike for such unsportsmanlike behavior, there would hardly have been anyone who disagreed with that decision. But that evening, Lady Fortune was on the side of the scandalous ex-world champion. There were no penalties, and soon the victory by technical knockout in the 1st round was awarded to Mike. The destruction of the good-natured big man was only in 38 seconds.
His very first punch basically ended the contest. The left hook to the juries was never going to get back from that.
Yeah, well, he was out on his feet, and I think really Tyson just hadn't had enough. He wanted it. I don't know whether it was the instruction. I just think he wanted it. He really felt angry in there, and he wanted to get the action going.
I don't think the crowd are very pleased.
After the fight, the winner rudely challenged champion Lennox Lewis to a duel, but that's a story for another time.